We welcome you to the city of Hamilton and this historic reenactment of the beating of the retreat ceremony. A very special welcome to our visitors from overseas, particularly those from the cruise ship 17 Navigator here in Hamilton Harbor. We trust you will have a very enjoyable stay while on the island. Before this evening's ceremony begins, I'd like to offer a little bit of history about the origins of this parade. Many years ago, before WhatsApp, Instagram, and satellite communications, warring troops used the drum as a means of communicating either among themselves or to indicate tactical intent to their rivals. The high and low frequencies the drums were able to produce meant that the beats could be heard many miles away. Hard to see when today's noise pollution sometimes makes it near difficult to hear what's happening across the street. While the drum was popular in some areas, the horn or bugle was sounded for similar purposes in other regions. An order from the army of King James II of England and dated June 18, 1690, had his drums beating a call for his troops to retreat. Later, in 1694, King William III ordered the drum major and drummers of the regiment, which did his captain, the main guard, to beat the retreat through the large street, or as may be ordered. They are to be answered by all drummers of the guard and by 4 drummers of each regiment in their respective quarters. This was known as the retreat. The retreat was a signal to warn soldiers to disengage from battle as the evening's light faded. In more peaceful times, the retreat was a signal for the soldiers to return to their billets for the evening, put out the fires, and go to bed. It was also a signal to the public houses to shut their doors and sell no more liquor, at night. We are most grateful that the government has seen fit to dispense with such arcane, antiquated, and ridiculous practice. Nevertheless, the beating of the retreat ceremony does not fail to convey that it is the end of the day. And so tonight, you will hear the drummers call forward by a series of call and response drum rolls. This is symbolic of the guards in separate quarters answering the drummer's call, and also symbolic of the wartime drummers indicating their intent. Tonight, though, they signal that they are ready to march on parade. The participating bands in this evening's performance are the band and corps drums of the Bermuda Regiment and the Bermuda Islands Pipe Band, complete with their lady dancers. The Bermuda Regiment was formed by an Act of Parliament on September 1st, 1965. Its predecessors' histories, though, date back to 1892, when the then Parliament enacted a law which saw the formation of the Bermuda Volunteer Rifle Corps, and later the Bermuda Rifles. And then the Bermuda Militia Artillery. Both units had proud histories which saw their troops in active battle during World Wars I and II. Essentially, the island security insurance policy against crisis. The battalion has stood to lend support nationally and internationally, standing shoulder to shoulder with professional counterparts from other jurisdictions. The band and corps of drums are all regular part-time members of the Bermuda Regiment. As like their infantry counterparts, the musicians, the band are also required to meet military obligations of fitness, weapon handling, and military knowledge. Most members have joined the regiment as recruits and then eventually posted to the band company. Many, however, have completed their mandatory 3-year term of service and have volunteered to continue their service to Bermuda. The band is led by the drum major, Sergeant Tariq Huey, and comes under the company commander for band company and the director of music, Major Dwight Robinson. The Bermuda Islands Pipe Band is a semi-professional civilian organization whose history is loosely affiliated to the Bermuda Regiment. It comes to be formed today as an amalgamation of 2 former pipe bands. The Bermuda Pipe Band, constituted of what would have been the Bermuda Police Force and the Bermuda Prison Officers, and the Bermuda Cadet Pipe Band, founded in 1955, Army Cadet Service personnel. This current pipe band iteration, the Bermuda Islands Pipe Band, wears the Gordon tartan, retained of the Cadet Pipe Band, and small flash on the kilt of the Prince Charles Edward Stuart, more popularly known as Bonnie Prince Charlie. For those of you quick with your math, you will have calculated that the Bermuda Islands Pipe Band this year celebrates its 60th anniversary. Congratulations! The pipe major for the Bermuda Islands Pipe Band Frank, give it up. The pipe major for the Bermuda Islands Pipe Band is Pipe Major Hayden Stones, with Mr. Jeremy Durrell as their drum major. Both bands have traveled the globe extensively and have flown the flag for Bermuda at numerous military and civilian performances, as far afield as Australia and Hong Kong, and as close as Nova Scotia and Virginia. In just a moment, the Director of Music will request permission from Major Rattery to march the mass bands to parade for the evening ceremony. At the end of the sunset sequence, when the bugle call is played and the flag is lowered, Drum Major Huey will request permission to march the mass band past the guest of honor and off of parade. Joining us for this evening's parade are a number of personalities who have in some way contributed to the operational effectiveness of the Bermuda Regiment and toward making the Bermuda Regiment's 50th anniversary celebrations a particularly special occasion. If you look south toward the flagpole seating area, seated to the front and in the center are our saluting officers for the evening. On the left is the Honorable Premier of Bermuda and Minister for National Security, the Honorable Michael H. Dunkley, JP-MD. And on the right in decorations is the newly elected Mayor of the City of Hamilton, the Right Worshipful Mr. Charles R. Gosling, JP. Welcome back to the beating of the retreat, Mr. Mayor. We are fortunate to have them both on parade this evening. Both the Premier and the Mayor will take the salute as the mass bands march off of parade this evening. Seated in the center in uniform is the Officer Commanding C Company, the Bermuda Regiment, Major Lorenzo Rattery. Major Rattery commands the training team responsible for all recruit training. This year, his company boasts the highest number of volunteer recruits in recent years, as well as the highest number of female recruits in quite some time. Major Rattery has been in the Bermuda Regiment since 2004 and is one of the Bermuda Regiment's youngest and fastest rising field officers. The Bermuda Regiment falls within Premier Dunkley's remit for financial matters. The support of the Cabinet for the Bermuda Regiment is essential and cannot go understated. We are extremely grateful for their helping the battalion to make the Bermuda Regiment's 50th anniversary celebrations the deserved special event that it is shaping up to be. And speaking of celebrations, we would also like to wish Mayor Gosling and the City of Hamilton congratulations on its 200th anniversary as the capital of Bermuda. Congratulations, Mr. Mayor and the City of Hamilton. Corporation 2 has a number of events planned throughout the year to celebrate this special occasion. Also seated on the dais are some of the Premier's cabinet ministers, permanent secretaries, ministerial staff, department directors, and other government colleagues. A very special thanks to you all for support offered thus far, and for the support pledged for the remaining celebrations, none of which could otherwise be possible. Not to be overlooked, we also acknowledge and thank the husbands, wives, and guests of these, our public servants, without whose support our Premier, ministers, and others could not serve our country as they do. We are grateful for your joining us tonight also. You may be interested to know that there are many activities planned to help the Bermuda Regiment to celebrate its golden anniversary. The celebrations are built around the theme of reunion, and we invite our former service persons and affiliate to join us in the year's celebratory events. A few of those events are a commemorative stamp issue, now available at the Bermuda Post Office, a display of military art and memorabilia at the Masterworks Foundation, and our signature event, the Bermuda Tattoo, to be held in October of this year. For more information, please visit the Bermuda Regiment's website for anniversary celebrations at www.br50.bn. That's www.br50.bn. Please enjoy this evening's parade. Thank you.